We love spicy, we love bacon, and we love cheese. So what could be better than jalapenos stuffed with cheese and wrapped in bacon? Nothing. The answer is nothing. This delicious combination requires a bit of prep work, but is honestly super simple and pretty much foolproof. In the end, you'll be biting down on these bad boys and thanking your past self for the effort that you put in to this delicious little treat. And so will anyone else who actually gets to eat them, if you don't eat them first. Jalapeno poppers are one of my favorite go-to appetizer recipes. These little flavoursome bites of warm, cheesy, bacony heaven are cooked until they're bubbling, golden brown, and all of that cream cheese goodness is melted inside. G'day guys, it's Chris here, and today I am making jalapeno poppers for you guys, and these are one of my favourite dishes. They are very fast to make, they are absolutely delicious, and they give you a bit of that chili heat that you love, coupled with a bit of the creamy cheese, which just makes everything okay. Guys, you can get through plenty of these yourselves. They are incredible. So today I'm going to be doing a bacon wrapped version of these guys. I'm going to cut them in half, wrap the bacon around them with some jalapeno cheese inside the cream cheese mix. So they sure are going to be a bit spicy, but at the same time they're going to have that relieving dairy in there to help us. So I think you guys are going to absolutely love these ones. I've made them at least 6 or 7 times. They're awesome for watching the footy, and they are just great to have any time you bloody feel like them. They really are nice. We're going to put a bit of garlic and onion powder in there to make that cream cheese just a little bit extra delicious, and we're going to go from there. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen my chili growing videos, but I have about 17 different varieties of chilies growing currently, and this is one version of them. This is the jalapeno. The Scoville units on this guy are around about 500 all the way through up to 5,000 sometimes, depending on how stressed they get when they're growing. But these are pretty mild. They have a little bit of a kick to them, but you know, it's something you would give a small kid and they'll be like, it's a little bit spicy but not too bad. So guys, get into them. You can powder quite a few of these away and you'll be quite happy with yourself because of the deliciousness that you're gonna have. Now, before you guys go and get your hands super dirty into this cream cheese mix, I want you to go and click like and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any more of these amazing recipes. Let's get it done. Go and click the buttons that you know you need to, and let's get on with this bloody jalapeno popper mix. Alrighty, first thing guys that I'm gonna get stuck into, I'm gonna make that cheese mix right now. We're gonna have that ready so when we've just cut the last jalapeno in half to stuff it, we're gonna get right into it and make sure that that thing is stuffed to the brim. Here we've got our 250 grams or about 8 to 9 ounces of your cream cheese. Whack that in, get a cup and a half of our jalapeno spiced cheese in there, and then sprinkle a bit of salt on there. Don't stress too much about how much salt you're doing it to taste. A bit of chili flakes, a bit of pepper, and we are looking pretty good. We've got a bit of onion powder here for a bit of flavour, a bit of celery salt, so that's why you don't put too much salt in the first place. Then get your garlic powder. You can't overdo the garlic. You could use fresh garlic here, but the powder seems to dry out the mixture a little bit. Anyway, give that a good stir around. Now, not sure if too strong or cream cheese too hard. Maybe did not microwave it long enough, but something's gone wrong with the spoon and she is bent like a bloody banana. So straighten that back out, get those big old thumb muscles working hard, and she's never going to be the same again, but all the same, give that a good stir and do your finest with your busted spoon. Our house is where spoons come to die. So get your fingers in there, get the spoon nice and clean. We've done it, we've made it through the stirring process. We're gonna get our baking paper into our haggard old pan here. Now, hot tip guys, when you're trying to squish it in there, if it won't stay in, get a spray bottle of oil, spray it on the pan in 6 dots, evenly spaced, and it'll stay there. Now, top, halve, and core your green little jalapeno victims. All right guys, now a quick gardening tip here. All the seeds that I've pulled out are from the biggest jalapenos, so I'm going to dry these out and I'm going to replant some of these. So you want the best quality ones, the biggest and the longest ones you can get. So I'm going to get them into the garden again, get some seedlings and go from there. So over the next few years that I have the best big jalapenos coming all the time. So I'll save them and I'll ditch the rest of them. Alright, get on with it. Now, we're going to grab your next jalapeno senior and get chopping because you've got a lot to do. Well, really, that just depends on how many you've bought as to how many you've got to do, so get on with it. Alright guys, so now is about the point where you realise this is why people suggest using gloves, because the capsaicin in these jalapenos, although it's not extremely powerful, if you're exposed to it for a long enough time, your hands start burning, and my hands are burning quite a bit. Should have worn those gloves that I have upstairs but couldn't be stuffed to go and get. Alright, got them all sliced. Bit of a cough there. Wow, that is from the jalapenos themselves, so yeah, capsaicin is a powerful thing. It can get airborne, clearly, because I've had this happen a number of times, particularly when making chili sauce also. So scrape out the guts of these guys, making way for plenty of our sauce mix. One thing I don't worry about too much is making sure that you get every single seed, because honestly I like a little bit of the spice, and most of the spice is contained in the seeds, so if you leave a few seeds in there, you'll get a bit more spice. The longer you cook these guys, the capsaicin gets more and more destroyed, so it'll be less and less potent. So if you cook them longer, you'll end up with softer and less hot poppers. But to be honest, why having poppers if you don't want them hot? You could just go and fill up a capsicum with this cheese mix. So, you know, there is method behind the madness here. So that's a good one. I'm probably going to keep some of those seeds, I think, to be honest. I like that one. That's a good pepper. That's quite a few jalapenos right there. It's about, I think, I actually can't bloody remember how many there are here, but look, there's plenty of them, so you can count them if you have the time to do that, so go for gold. I'm just going to try and stuff them now, get them in the oven after they've been wrapped in bacon and go from there. Let's go. It's thickened up a bit after I had warmed it up previously, but look, she'll be right, she'll be right. Method, how are we going to do this? We're just going to try and get them on the baking sheet without too much issue. We'll start off, I'm just going to use a little spoon, to be honest, I think. One. Jalapenos and chilies in general really make me laugh, because they made themselves spicy to deter animals from eating them, and now they're widely eaten for their spicy, delicious heat and flavour. Don't feel the need to overstuff them, guys. They are going to be wrapped in bacon as well, so it's going to be pretty rich if you do overstuff them. And then half the time the cheese gets so hot it melts out anyway, so just fill them to where melted cheese will be able to stick and stay in the pepper, the chili. Ones like this with the open end, look, you're going to lose a bit of product here. Here he is, Long John Silver. Guys, just to let you know, I have tried stuffing jalapenos from the top. So where you don't actually cut them in half and core them. You just core them from the top and then try and stuff it down. What I found is that this little part down here, unless you cut a little hole, ends up full of air, and you don't seem to get as nice, good results with the cheese distribution, which is a critical factor if you are making jalapeno poppers. So I've finally gone to the cut in half and wrap with bacon method, and I can highly recommend this one. And it just means you get all the cheese mixed in the nook of your granny. Guys, I think I've timed this well, because I've only got bloody 2 left, and look at the amount of mixture I've got left. Just enough for 2, and a bit for the chef as well. Whoop. But look, I am very happy with that. 250 grams of Philadelphia cheese, or cream cheese, and then I had a cup of just, cheddar or jalapeno cheese that I particularly use. There's enough for you to have a taste yourself. Pretty good. I reckon if I was one shy, I could probably fit another batch in there, but I'm going to have that. Yummy. Next step, grab your bacon, slide her off. So we're going to cut this in half and we're going to roll the poppers up in it. So around about halfway, make it even there. Okay, and let's begin. So I'm just going to pop each end underneath. These are going to be hard because I feel like the bacon's not going to wrap the whole way around. So do your finest. There's only so much you can do with some of these sometimes. I want to try and give them plenty of space in the oven just so that they actually do crisp up. So that's why I've got 2 trays here ready to go. just so I can spread them out a bit more. Just hoping that bacon bloody stays on there, but you know what? Who cares if it doesn't, because they're gonna still taste awesome. You could probably toothpick them, but really, honestly, I don't care. In Australia, we don't really get the thin streaky bacon that you guys get. So this is classified as streaky bacon. But in America, you guys have very thin bacon. So this is very thick and quite hard to wrap around. So, you know, and you don't want a whole piece of thick bacon around your popper. So that's that. As long as they're standing upright, guys, we're good. Cheese won't leak out. Happy people. Alright, that's the tray ready. Out of the way. Let's get them out of there. Look at those bloody millimeters. There's about 3 of them bloody sitting on that. Seriously, thick bacon. Sometimes I wish they did cheap us out and make thinner bacon. But you can't win them all. Okay, they're little baby bacon, so we won't use them yet. Unless we find a baby jalapeno. Which are still generally on my tree because I don't kill them early. Because I like the big ones. They have more cheese in them. So it seems like after all this, there's gonna be like 2 or 3 little dudes that didn't quite make the bacon. I had 900 grams of bacon, which is literally nearly like 2 pounds worth of bacon. And it's covering everything, so let's just try and make a little bit more space over here. We're just gonna spread them out a little bit more, try and fit a couple more in. But these little dudes that aren't very covered, I'm gonna fit them in any old way. It doesn't really matter because they're still gonna taste fantastic. All right guys, we're done. Let's get them into the oven. Well, if the excitement of an uncooked jalapeno popper doesn't tickle your pickle or melt your cheese, well, your cheese will soon be melted and your pickle will be tickled if you used pickled jalapenos. Anyway, let's get these things in the oven. God, somebody stop me. Alrighty guys, these are as wrapped as they're gonna get. Pretty much looks like I've just chucked the bacon on top. And I probably should have done that from the start, but to be honest, it's fine. The streaky bacon here is just way too thick to wrap it around. So what can you do? You stuff it on top, bake the shit out of them, and we're gonna have some crispy jalapeno poppers in about 20 to 30 minutes. Get excited. Get your peony poppers, pop them in the oven at 180 degrees, and this time I had 2 layers. This oven sort of heats from the top and the back, so the ones on top are gonna cook a bit quicker, but if you can put them on the fan bake setting, that's the best. Get out of the oven. God, gonna get steam all over me and a burnt face. Don't need a burnt schnoz. I'm going to put these up in the grill because they don't look like they're browning up enough, so we're just gonna grill them. They're heated through, but that grill is just gonna finish them off nicely, and then we're gonna get stuck into chowing down on them. Now get a load of these. If that doesn't ping your pong, I don't know what's going to, but they look sensational to me. I can't wait to have a try. Absolutely stunning. Melty, gooey cheese and a crispy, crispy bacon. God, tell me more. Well, it's simple. Happy people live longer. Bacon and jalapeno poppers make you happy. Therefore, the bacon and the jalapeno poppers make you live longer. It's just science. It's basic, simple facts. It's easy to understand. Eat more of these and you're going to be happier and live longer. And you're going to be sharing these with your friends, and friends are like the bacon bits in the salad bowl of life. They're awesome. They're finished, they're out of the oven, they are red hot, and we're going to have a taste of them. Let's get into it and see how they are. So the bacon, I ended up actually cooking these at 180 for about 20 minutes or so, 15-20 minutes. Then I whacked them under the grill or the broiler for around about 5 minutes just to crisp up that bacon. And I see my little target here. I'm gonna go and nail this one particularly. So, as I said earlier, we couldn't wrap the bacon, but look at that. It's on top, it's beautiful. It is looking pretty good. It's crispy. Let's find out how she tastes. Wow. That is incredible. So we have a lot of spiciness coming from those jalapenos, but not too much. It's quite mild. For those of you who don't love a lot of spice. I've cooked them a little bit longer and at around about that 180 to 200 degrees. So a lot of the spice has been cooked out, but I've left a few seeds in a few of them, just so I can get a bit of kick out of that. You could also add a bit of hot sauce to the cheese if you really want, but you know, a bit of hot sauce on top goes just as well. I've been fermenting my own hot sauce here. You can see this bad boy in the corner. That is habaneros and Thai chilies, so she's gonna be pretty wild. It's gonna be a nice one. But honestly, crispy bacon and cheesy and chili. You know, can you go wrong with that mixture? I really don't think so. I'm pretty bloody happy with these, and I think you guys are gonna absolutely enjoy them. Get into it, make sure you make them. Before you have your next bite, go and like and subscribe to the channel, guys. All it means is that I can make way more of these videos for you guys to enjoy and love and have a chuckle along, or just be like, those jokes are shit, they're absolutely terrible, please don't do them anymore. You know, I don't care, I've got other stuff to be busy with, so it's all good. Get into it, guys, love it, love ya, I'll see you in the next one. I don't think this is going to last very long with me around here, so I better tell Chook that I've finished them and that she can have a few, maybe two, because I'm going to eat the rest of them. So, you know guys, if you want poppers, make them yourself, because they're so easy and they're so delicious, you are going to love every bloody bite. Guys, these are a 10 out of 10 from me. I reckon these are absolutely amazing. I've stopped myself from swearing there, and honestly, that's how much I'm passionate about these. These are absolutely delicious. They're beautifully fantastic. They're nice and spicy, and I've literally probably eaten about, I reckon I'm up to, this might be number 16 or 17 of them. So it is a complete meal if you eat enough of them. You probably shouldn't, because I don't feel so well after eating that many now, but you know, it's worth it. It was delicious. Anyway, I'm into another one. That's what's left of all of them. I still haven't told Chook I've finished them yet. I feel a bit bad. Chook, I finished the jalapeno poppers. They're ready. Didn't hear a response. License to eat more.